Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're all having a good one so far. By way of introduction, my name is Ian, the product manager for the compliance group here at GitLab. And joining me today is Nate Rosendich, which is the engineering manager for the compliance group here at GitLab. And today we're going to be covering off the 17.9 planning compliance issue that details out all of the things that we'll be doing for 17.9. So if you're a regular watcher of this series, as you know, I'll cover off the priority list that's here. And then afterwards, Nate will cover off the work that we'll be doing under each of these headlines. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So the first one that we have there is around custom compliance frameworks. So as mentioned in previous recordings, currently we're really prioritizing making changes to how users are creating frameworks in GitLab by removing the term standards and introducing requirements so that when users are creating frameworks, it's more aligned towards industry standards and they're able to actually map controls towards specific requirements that they are following for frameworks. So the future creation workflow would be frameworks, requirements to controls, and optionally, you can also use security policies in order to enforce those frameworks as well. So I'm really looking forward to that, and we'll continue work in implementing that in the product for 17.9. Second on the priorities list there is external customizable controls. So as mentioned previously as well, we're currently working in a way where we would have a dual offering of being able to offer users controls out of the box in GitLab, where we'll offer some of the more popular controls that you might be expecting from more popular frameworks such as SOC 2, NIST, CIS, and just be able to apply that out of the box. But we'll also provide a way where if there's no control that you want to see provided within GitLab, you're able to actually push through controls that exist outside of GitLab into the compliance center so that you're able to monitor all of your compliance needs within one spot rather than in different places. So again, we'll be continuing work there and hopefully we'll be implementing that over the course of 17.9, 18.0. The third on that list is compliance center improvements encompasses two minor improvements to the compliance center based off of feedback from customers. So the first thing is around being able to unapply or apply a compliance framework as a group owner in the project and in the subgroup compliance center. And the second thing that we've been hearing feedback about was to be able to display and filter archive projects in the compliance projects report. So we'll be working on those two small improvements over 17.9 as well. And 456 can be summarized as things that we're doing as ongoing work around the scalability and performance of order events and the order event system here in GitLab, as well as lighthouse metrics that we'd like to implement as part of a combined engineering and product effort. So that's the priority list for 17.9. I'll now hand it over to Nate to talk through the work that we'll be doing for this release. Nate, over to you.
Perfect. Thanks, Ian. So yeah, as mentioned, the highest priority for us is the custom compliance frameworks MVC. We want to complete the evaluation engine, which will start pulling through the statuses of the controls that are applied to projects and begin work on the framework editing side of things around being able to edit requirements, controls, and then apply them to the projects. And then we're going to start work on the new API and UI for the reporting side of things. External customizable controls. So we want to get all of the database work and start work on the backend APIs in 17.9 with looking towards starting the front end work in 17.10. The Compliance Center improvements, as mentioned, there's two that we're hoping to complete, which is the group owner permissions, being able to apply at project level, and the archived indications, but also we want to start work on the hierarchy listing of projects in the Compliance Center framework report, projects report, can't remember which one, but one of those. The consolidation work, so we're finally getting towards turning this on. So we want to be able to enable the feature flag by default for the APIs in 17.9 and begin work on the front end, hopefully looking to wrap up all of that in 17.10. The metrics. So we're looking at adding one more metric around audit events and the sales work. So we want to get the final controller merged, which is the instance level controller, and complete the user batched background migration, which will be the last bit of work that we need to do code-wise, and we're just really waiting for these migrations to finish so that we can switch over to using this in the front end and through the APIs. But yeah, that's back to you, Ian.
Awesome. Thanks, Nate. Great. Thanks everyone for joining us for this update, and we'll see you at the next one. Catch ya.